Okay. She's dancing. All right. And we are here. We're going to play this or that today. Key has some topics and categories for us. And then we'll both choose what it is that uh, we would pick. Maybe we argue about it. I like that. I'm a typical firstborn in the sense that there are certain things that I think that should be done a certain way, and I die on those hills. And other people think that's weird, and that's okay. They're wrong.
I'm a typical baby of the family. I'm always right.
That's not even a trait. Okay.
I'm always right.
So you didn't read the book when we tried to get you to read the book.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm always right. And I'm the favorite. Duh.
Okay. What are the topics?
Okay. We'll start with basketball legends. Um, Michael Jordan or LeBron James.
Just in general?
Like who do you think is better? Michael Jordan, LeBron James. They ain't equal. One is definitely up here.
I pick LeBron.
I pick Michael.
Okay. So if I'm evaluating like it's the person, right? You said Michael or LeBron.
Mhm.
LeBron has had more impact on my life, and I have physically seen the effects that he's had on other people's lives, and schools he's built, and money that he's given to help other kids do better. That's not to say that Michael Jordan hasn't done that. He may have. I didn't see it. And as I got older, the more and more that I like, because I idolized Michael Jordan growing up, I played basketball, and I wanted to be just like him. But as I got older, the more and more that I heard about him, he was a jerk. Like nobody really like his teammates didn't like him, and they tolerated him because he was a winner. And that's not who I wanted to be.
I'm just going off of the player.
Well, that's why I was trying to ask you in the beginning, like, are we talking about just them as players? Because
It could be
then,
both. I don't know much about either. I don't pay attention really to either. I know you go out and get some Jordans. You don't hear people, I'm gonna go get some LeBrons. Yeah. Like, so I prefer Jordan.
yeah, but you do say I'm gonna go buy Sprite because he had the illest run of Sprite commercials in the early 2000s. Those are great commercials.
Okay. But as a player, LeBron couldn't hang.
I mean, you say that he's still playing 20 years later.
Yeah, but no one in this year could hang with playing back when Jordan was playing. They all soft now. Oh, you pushed me. I'm gonna fight you back. I'm like, grow up.
Okay.
Just personal. Um, Kobe Bryant versus Stephen Curry. Yeah, that was actually low key hard for me.
Paige is a rookie this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that much about Paige. I only know her name because she was she was featured, or she wasn't featured. They talked about her. They told her story on a ESPN Daily episode back when they were doing those before it got shut down, presumably because of DEI. Um, so lack of information would, would lean me towards Caitlin Clark. I actually know who she is, but from what I was hearing about Paige, she's real.
I don't care about either. Um, if I have
That's
to,
not the game. This or that.
I know. I said if I have to pick one, I'm probably gonna go with Paige.
I'm probably too biased here. I'm going to say Kobe, even though, like, if I go back to the remarks that I just said about Michael and LeBron, like, Kobe also jerk. But I met Kobe in real life, and that interaction that we had was actually pretty impactful to me. Um, I'm sure Steph would have also been impactful because I hear that he's a good speaker, and I think his work ethic is probably the strongest of any player that I've witnessed outside of like Chris Paul. But because of that personal aspect, I'm gonna go with Kobe.
I'm also gonna go with Kobe. Mamba mentality, but it's actually kind of funny. I actually passed out the day the helicopter crash happened. It's also when mom was like, "You know what? It's fine. You're pregnant. I still love you." And I was like, "Okay."
Passed out because you were pregnant.
I don't really know what happened per se. I was pregnant when I passed out. It might have to do with I didn't eat and we were at church all lovely day. Um, so, but eh. So I'm gonna just say Kobe because it actually was the exact same time the plane crash happened or the helicopter crash happened, which was ironic. Um, Shaq or Tim Duncan? I'm gonna go with Shaq. I don't know much about Tim Duncan. I know he played for the
Spurs.
Spurs.
Um, I think this one will also come down to kind of a personality thing again. Uh, I enjoyed watching Shaq play. He was dominant. Uh, Tim Duncan was just more likable to me, though. He seemed approachable. Other people talk positively about him. Um, and it's obvious that he was grinding because he was winning. So I'm going to say Tim Duncan.
Now this is women's basketball. If you don't know the right answer, just don't answer. Candace Parker, Asia Wilson. There is a right answer for this one, by the way.
I will say from what I've seen, Asia is probably more developed. It's also it's a different game now, a little bit faster pace. But
Say the same thing about Michael and LeBron.
you could. I'm going to go with Candace. Um, in terms of female basketball stars, she was one of my idols growing up.
That's wild. Okay. Um, you have your opinion. I'm going with Asia. Gamecock all the way. But just stopping there. Gamecock. Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers. Yeah, I'll go with Paige. If I had to choose one.
I hope Paige doesn't see this. Like, no one wants to
I mean,
be
I'm not
the
saying
second pick like that. Like, guess I'll go with
I think
Paige.
Paige is a great player. I feel like she is focused and she's less about trash talking and whining. I feel like Paige just does what needs to be done and is more like, oh, you bumped me, whatever. I'll shoot a three in your face and just walk away. Whereas Caitlin Clark whines every 30 seconds because she's being defended. Poor baby. No shade to either one of y'all, but
Oh shit. But okay, let's continue.
all right, now we're moving on to football greats. We might skip some of these because I don't know half of them. Not gonna lie. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. What team did Tom Brady play for? He's on the Bucks, right?
He ended his career there, but he's mostly known for being a Patriot. That's who he got all the other Super Bowl rings with.
And Patrick Mahomes is the chief. Just making sure I got the right person. QBs.
Yes, both quarterbacks.
I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes. He just seems more down to earth to me. I don't know.
This was a tough one for me. I I am a big Patrick Mahomes fan. I also really appreciate how he. I mean, he didn't do it single handedly, but He, um, with Coach Reed, like brought life back to the Chiefs. It was very hard to be a Chiefs fan for like 15, almost 20 years. Um, Tom Brady's a winner though. Like you talk about like sixth round draft pick, super underdog. Nobody really expected anything from him. And then he just started winning and then kept winning until people just wanted him to lose just because they were tired of seeing him go to the Super Bowl. And like, if I got to pick a quarterback, that's who I want throwing for me. I
True,
want the dude that they want him to stay home because they don't want to make him another ring.
true. Um, the next one, I'm gonna say I already don't know one of these, so I'm just gonna pick the one I know because I don't know the other one. Deion Sanders versus Ray Lewis. I'm just gonna go with
So
Deion
you don't know
Sanders.
who Ray Lewis is,
No.
like the greatest linebacker in Raven history.
Also, don't really pay attention to football,
Clearly,
so I'm gonna just go with Deion Sanders. I know he's a coach at Colorado right now. He was at Jackson State, I think.
this one is kind of difficult for me. So Dion is a little bit before me
They all before me.
in terms of like when he was playing. I grew up with Ray Lewis, or like grew up watching him. I didn't grow up with him. He's a lot older than me. And when I was playing linebacker, I tried to model my game after Ray Lewis.
I also don't even know what a linebacker is right now. So that sounds so sad, but I'm guessing it's a guy on the line.
I'm gonna go with Dion though. That athleticism was just out of this world. He played both sides of the ball. He did all the things. He did kick returns. He would go in and receive some. He go play cornerback and intercept. He did all the things.
Peyton Manning versus Joe Montana. Peyton Manning. Don't know what Joe did or why he was.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
so
with Peyton Manning because I know of him and his brother, and he grew up with mom. So, yeah.
yeah, Joe Montana also amazing quarterback. Many would argue one of the greatest in the history of the sport.
His name sounds familiar, I think, but not really.
Uh, I would say I probably also say Peyton has more to do with generational gap. Montana was before me. Um, I know who he is because he was one of the quarterbacks that my dad had me study when like what you were saying, like history. When I said, "Hey, like Dad, you were a quarterback. I like football. I think I want to be a quarterback." And he was like, "Cool. Look up Dante Culpepper. Look up Joe Montana and quarterbacks."
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, but I think I grew up watching Peyton Manning, and then when Manning went to the Broncos, um,
Oh, I didn't even know Manning was on a different team. I only know him from the Denver Broncos. So,
okay, he played for the Colts for like ever, but his last few years, or maybe just last one,
oh, that's
but
tragic.
the end of his career, he played for the Broncos, and he won that Super Bowl. And I knew one of the coaches, so I think that was kind of cool that he got that coach a ring, and now that coach is a head coach at a college somewhere, living his best life.
Marshawn Lynch or Derrick Henry.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I am once again gonna go with the name I've heard before, and that's Marshawn Lynch. Yeah.
So They're both running backs and both known for like bruiser style truck people, can't tackle them because strong thighs. Running backs that are built like fullbacks,
What's a fullback?
a bigger runner to keep things simple. It's more complex than that. We'll go. I'll go over positions with you later.
We'll play the NFL game again.
Um, I think I go Derrick Henry though. I feel more connected to him, like personality wise. Though I have lots of respect for Marshawn because honestly, he did something that I don't think that I'm brave enough to do. With the whole like sit-in thing that he did, I was very vocal. It was very in your face. It was against NFL or it wasn't against NFL policy. Like he followed. It was malicious compliance. He followed the letter of the law and was like, "Hey, if y'all gonna fire me, then fire me. I'll take my check and leave." And I don't know that I'm brave enough.
All right, these next ones will just be like speed rounds. Um, so this one is Woman Who Changed the Game. We'll go with Serena Williams versus Venus Williams. Gotta go with Serena. Who just comes to your
Ser-
mind first?
Serena is Venus continued playing.
Yes, Serena
And
retired.
Serena retired and started the Aneris project. Uh, I think I picked Venus. I don't remember watching them enough, but I do remember just well, both of them were amazing, but one of their forehands was just so much stronger than the other. And I don't remember which, but whoever had the strong forehand, that was the one that I was watching. Like, yo, he is whacking that thing.
All right. Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas. Yeah, Gabby started it, but I'm gonna go with Simone Biles.
Gabby started what?
For us African, well, she didn't start it for us African Americans, but you hear about her story first. She was before Simone, but I
Was
think,
she?
yeah.
I didn't hear about her until after.
Oh, oh.
But I mean, I also don't really watch gymnastics. I used to watch it a lot when I was younger, but that's because my mom watched it and I watched her. So I grew up watching Dominique Dawes, and I still think that she's one of the greatest gymnasts I've ever seen.
Definitely.
But I'm gonna go Biles because she has moves named after her.
Exactly.
Like
Let's go do the
literally,
Biles. Like,
literally, or well, I guess now people are starting to do it. But at one point, she was the only person in the world that could do her stunts,
yeah.
and that level of greatness is something that I even struggle imagining having.
Sha'Carri Richardson or Sydney McLaughlin.
I don't know who Cindy McLaughlin is. I'm assuming that she runs track because Shikari runs track.
Yes, they both run track. Sha'Carri, uh, I feel like Sydney is 400, no for 400. But she also was on the latest 4x1 relay with Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri is just fast though, 100, 200s, speed all the way. But I'm gonna go with Sha'Carri.
Okay.
You just going with
I'm going with
Sha'Carri?
Shikari.
Okay.
I don't even know who's that, but like I took a mental note of it. I'll look her up.
All right. Naomi Osaka or Coco Gauff? I'm gonna go with Naomi. I think Coco Gauff is great, but Naomi is building an enterprise. Do you know those two?
Yes,
Okay.
I I was considering my answer. I think I'm gonna go with Coco Golf.
Valid.
Um, Well, one, I actually watched her play. I don't think I ever watched Naomi play. I just heard about it, and I appreciate how she was vocal about mental health and stuff. I think that's an important aspect. But if I am sticking to just the sport, then I got to go with who I seen play. And Coco got that dog in her.
Definitely. All right. Next one, Super, Diana Taurasi. Super.
Yeah, super.
Yes, they say Diana's the GOAT. I feel like they might need to change that, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Global stars and personality icons. Got Usain Bolt versus Michael Phelps. I'm gonna go with Bolt.
America. I don't know.
I always thought Michael Phelps was cool, but
I don't know if I like this comparison. I mean, they're both Olympians, but like running versus swimming,
got
or
both
like
the fastest
black
men.
versus white. So
One's fast in the water, one's fast on the track.
sure,
Which fast would you like?
you could be comparing them that way. Uh, I think in that aspect, then I got to go Michael Phelps. I had not really ever witnessed anyone swim like that. I, and not to say that, like, obviously, like, Bolt was the fastest in the world at some point, but I had seen people run fast before. He just happened to be faster.
Yeah.
But like Phelps was touching the wall whole seconds, 3, 4 seconds before
Anyone else?
anyone else. It was insane.
Yeah. Messi versus Ronaldo. Oh,
I don't think I know either well enough really to pick.
I don't. Um, which one's on Miami? Messi.
Messi.
I'm gonna go with that one. Messi.
Uh, I think I'm gonna go Ronaldo though because of that book you got Clay,
Oh yeah.
and that
True.
like getting to know like his backstory. I'm sure Messi has something similar. I just unaware of it. Um,
Dang.
but it made him feel more real.
Yeah, I'm switching my answer. All right. Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green. Ooh, dang, that's tough. Who you want as your bodyguard? I'm gonna go with Dennis.
I think. Uh, yeah, we'll go with Draymond. I think purely basketball standpoint, I probably would like Rodman in the paint for me, but I think Draymond ended up uh, developing an all-around game. Not that Dennis couldn't; he didn't need to. So yeah, I'm sure he was athletic enough. He probably could have. Um, but I would prefer the all-around aspect. And also, I've seen both players yell at their teammates to like motivate them to do things, but I didn't see Rodman be that successful.
It's also a different time.
He was he made people angry, but they didn't necessarily play better. And Draymond got in people's faces, and they also played better. And I would want that on my team.
I think comparing the times being different. Yeah, Dennis Rodman got in people's faces to try and get them to play better, but it was I don't think it was received well back then. Like, you're not about to yell at me. I'm gonna yell back because I can. Now it's like, okay, I'll just do what you want. Once again, I think they're soft. But Russell Westbrook versus John Morant.
Westbrook. Joe's athletic, but I don't want anything else that comes with him. It's too much stress. Not that Westbrook doesn't have any drama, but his drama is like fashion choice.
Facts.
and
And
he's the only one that has to deal with that.
yeah, I'm probably also gonna go with Westbrook. Wait, Westbrook. Ooh. In my head, I was thinking of someone else. See, just that quick.
You were
Um,
thinking about Russell Wilson?
yes,
Okay,
that
well,
was.
basketball players.
Yeah, I had to relook at it. Um, I actually don't like Russell's attitude, so I'm gonna go with John.
Okay,
Travis Kelsey versus Rob Gronowski. I think
Gronkowski,
whatever.
also known as Gronk, one of the greatest tight ends to ever play. Brady's right hand man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rob because I've heard of him more like football wise. Travis Kelsey's just Taylor Swift's boyfriend, in my opinion. I don't really know.
And also one of the greatest tight ends to ever play the game. He is Patrick Mahomes' right hand man. When I said Patrick didn't do it together, him and Kelsey.
I'm gonna just go Gronk. Gronk. Mm. Once again, don't watch football.
Okay. Uh, so yeah, both incredible athletes. I'm gonna go with Kelsey, but mostly because of the Chiefs connection. Um, I think I was more aware of Kelsey than I was of Gronk. I'm not even actually really aware of when I realized that Gronk was Brady's real main tight end.
It's funny because all I can see is Gronk's face. I actually have no idea what Travis Kelsey looks like now that I'm thinking about it. So, last one. Conor McGregor or Jake Paul? Why you make that face?
Because my natural reaction is neither.
I mean, yeah, but
Um, but yeah, between the two, Conor McGregor.
end of discussion on that one. But yeah, that's the this or that.
A lot. Actually, a good portion of my sports knowledge is just
Well, yeah,
staying current. Yeah, if I get that year's current game, then the current players are there, and the broadcasters talk about them, and I hear it, and then I remember it.
I thought Neymar was from Black Panther, so I was really confused. I was like, okay, why are we Black Panther now? But yeah, maybe I need to broaden my sports horizons. Still probably not gonna watch football.
But yeah, I wouldn't say necessarily you have to watch it. Just be more aware. Like I don't watch all of track and field and stuff, but the big things that are news, I make sure I read the ESPN not articles that I
True.
am aware of what's happening in the world.
True.